I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully execute.
That I will faithfully execute.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Donald Trump is in the House again. It's the return of Donald Trump as US President for the second time. Let me take you through some of the images that came in from the event in case you missed. That's Trump and Melania's ball dance event at the Liberty Hall dinner. It was the ball event that stole the limelight. The two shaking a leg as well at the inaugural ball as is part of protocol celebrations after the swearing in.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
At the Commander-in-Chief ball event, Trump danced back in business right away as well. Donald Trump signed orders one after another. One, for the USA to exit the World Health Organization, claiming the health agency mishandled the COVID-19 pandemic and other international health crises. One of the big controversial orders where Trump has pardoned about 1,500 of his supporters who were charged in the January 6 US Capitol attack. He used his powers on the first day itself back in office to dismantle the largest probe and prosecution in the Justice Department history. One person known to be by his side, Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, seemingly happy after Trump took to office, literally dancing as well, like nobody's watching. But then there was one salute gesture, like you see on the screen, that has garnered attention and controversy, and many claiming, did he throw a Nazi salute? But it was the second lady and the family as well, J.D. Vance's, a family stealing the heart at the inauguration ceremony. The vice president's children broke the internet with their innocence, cuteness during the presidential inauguration. Not too bothered, of course, about the protocol and the big oath ceremony. Instead, at their playful best with their parents. So the 47th president of the USA is ready and how? Remember, it's not just about America. This is also one of the most important and the most powerful positions of the world. The Trumps kicked off the evening, though, at the Commander-in-Chief ball, swaying to the song American Trilogy by Elvis, also grooving to Village People's YMCA. That has been in many ways become the anthem for all the campaign rallies as well that Trump was part of. First Lady Melania Trump was also, of course, present at the ball, swaying to the music, and many, of course, were praising the dress that she wore. In the address, though, Trump said, the golden age of America begins now, vowing to restore America's sovereignty and rebalance the scales of justice. Vice President J.D. Vance, flanked by his wife, Indian origin Usha Vance, and their 3 young children, were also sworn in as the United States Vice President and the second family. Former President Barack Obama was in attendance, along with Bill Clinton, who was seen as well, all of them in the indoor ceremony at the Capitol Rotunda. It was a power-packed inauguration. Biggest Silicon Valley tech wizards were also seen, from Tim Cook, Sundar Pichai, Jeff Bezos, their image on a screen right now, to Mark Zuckerberg as well, seen at the inauguration ceremony.
Vice President Vance, Speaker Johnson, Senator Thune, Chief Justice Roberts, Justices of the United States Supreme Court, President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama, President Biden, Vice President Harris, and my fellow citizens. The golden age of America begins right now. From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first.
Yet, as I said in my inaugural address, we will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into. It's called peace through strength. We won't have to fight the war. Right? We don't have to fight the wars. If we can do it without fighting, as long as we have total victory, we do it without fighting. Through our power and might, we will lead the world to peace. Our friends will respect us. Our enemies will fear us. And the whole world will admire the unrivaled greatness of the United States military. And I will tell you, we made big strides. We totally rebuilt the United States military, 2017, 2019, 2018. We rebuilt the entire U.S. military, and now we're going to do it again. A lot of it's been dissipated by people that don't know what the hell they're doing. But we're going to do it again. And this is going to be the dawn of the golden age of America. This is the golden age of America.
My recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over. Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competency, and loyalty of America's government. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken.
How inspiring would that be? You know, there's always problems in life. You know, there's this problem, solve that problem. But you know, there need to be things that inspire you. There need to be things that make you glad to wake up in the morning and say, "I'm looking forward to the future." But I'm super fired up for the future. It's going to be very exciting. As the president said, we're going to have a golden age. It's going to be fantastic. And one of the fundamental things, one of the most American values that I love is optimism. And this feeling like we're gonna make the future good. We're gonna make it good.
But what was most noticeable was how US President Donald Trump immediately swung into action. Back-to-back executive orders that he signed on. For example, a national emergency at the southern border, as well as a national energy emergency. He has also withdrawn the United States of America from the World Health Organization, saying that the health agency didn't do the best work. Pardoned 1,500 people charged with January 6 US Capitol riots. Trump is also, like he had promised, renaming the Gulf of Mexico as Gulf of America, vows to reclaim the Panama Canal. And then comes clearly what is otherwise a sensitive topic, especially was important for the Biden regime. The Federal Diversity, Equality and Inclusivity Program, the DEI, will also possibly end with Donald Trump. He's already declared that there are only two genders, male and female, and that will be official US government policy. All eyes, however, will now be on Trump as he comes with very specific agendas for the second term. What will be, for example, the foreign policy decisions?
What is this one?
Withdrawing from the World Health Organization, sir?
Ooh, that's a big one. So we paid $500 million to World Health when I was here, and I terminated it. China with 1.4 billion people. We have 350. We have, nobody knows what we have because so many people came in illegally, but let's say we have 325. They had 1.4 billion. They were paying 39 million. We were paying 500 million. It seemed a little unfair to me. So that wasn't the reason, but I dropped out. They offered me to come back for 39 million. In theory, it should be less than that, but, you know. And when Biden came back, they came back for 500 million. He knew that you could have come back for 39 million. They wanted us back so badly, so we'll see what happens.
Mr. President,
Pretty sad to think of it. China pays 39 million, and we pay 500 million. And China's a bigger country. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs.
Donald Trump has hit the ground running. He said he would have at least 100 executive orders on day one, and that's precisely what he's done. And he hasn't restricted it just to an emergency on the southern borders or talking about the Gulf of Mexico being declared the Gulf of America. He has a wide range of issues that he's dealt with, promises that he had made to his supporters, and he's now trying to fulfill them. The fact that he's saying both federal and state agencies will now go after illegal immigrants, that they will declare war on the cartels, and that is something that America has been dealing with. Drugs, illegal human trafficking, it's been America's Achilles heel, and not just from the Mexican border, but also from the Canadian border. Once harsh action is taken on one border, the message will go automatically to the other border, and that is what Donald Trump wants. He wants this shock and awe, that campaign that he's launching on one front, to have its impact on multiple fronts.